Hey, what's up, everybody? Wardrobe here for another night of SCS Canadian Crucible. And with me tonight will be McMurray. So let's get going here in about 30 seconds. All right, all. We got McMurray on your right. Hello, McMurray. And we got me on the left. Hello, me. And there we are. We're ready to go. I think. Are we having the same thing that happened last night? Tell me everyone can hear me just fine. And McMurray, if you're talking, I can't hear you. Oh, I hear him. He's coming back. All right, everybody, we're going to play Canadian Crucible. We're going to get this bad boy done. Let us know who's watching. We already got a couple comments. Sweet. Mark, what's going on? Gun Barrel. Time to get your DG on. That is accurate, Gun Barrel. It's actually time to get our DG off. I need to get that thing off there. Thanks for jumping on, guys. I didn't think we'd have any viewers because there's another guy streaming that's, let's just say, a little bit more popular. All right. You back?
Yeah, sorry. I was getting some coffee before I start nodding off here.
That's important. Oh, yeah, we don't need that to happen.
Yeah, right.
Look at that Java right there. So we have Gun Barrel and Mark K with us today. They are, and Gun Barrel says time to get your DG on. We got Brian Jarvis checking in from Canada. Well, that's good.
Hey, what's up, Brian?
Brian, you can support your Canucks who are trying to defeat the evil 26th Panzer Grenadiers.
I'd like to point out that if Paul Beckus comes on, sorry about yesterday.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I kind of hope it happens like right when I hit stop, Paul Beckus comes on.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. We are in turn 11. And so there's only 2 turns left, 11 and 12. So we're going to try to crank through this like we did last night. We played 2 turns last night in an hour and a half. So I think we can do the same. Even though we're going to be making some serious decisions tonight.
Serious business.
Serious business. Java. What kind of coffee you drinking tonight? Tell us your brew.
Instant, buddy. Tastes terrible, so I don't get to feeling like I need to be drinking it a lot.
I've never had instant. So
I would highly recommend not starting.
It's all my stepmom, not my stepmom. It's all my mother-in-law drinks for the most part because that's what she's drank for her whole life. So.
Yeah, it's whatever. If I were to make a full pot of coffee, I would drink a full pot of coffee.
Right.
And God knows the world doesn't need that. So
yes, everybody, be thankful. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those. Okay, I'll do this. It's fine.
Okay, everybody. So here we go. We're ready for turn 11. The first throw is the weather. It doesn't really matter in this case because the lowest we're going to use is 1. So McMurray and I just roll for planes.
1 again.
3, baby. 3.
Yeah, see, the RAF and the Canadian Air Force, I guess, really likes you a lot more than it likes me, apparently, is what I'm picking up on here.
So I get good air rolls. You get good attack rolls. Okay.
Yeah.
Reinforcements. Any reinforcements on turn 11? Yes. The Germans get some, but not yet.
Not the Canadians.
Canadians get 3 on turn 12. Road march in the relevant, I think. Yep.
Yeah. It's pretty hard to do.
And movement, please. Movement, please.
Movement. Yeah.
Canadians, please. So we all go a little quiet here, everybody. So I'll just remind everybody while we're talking here. So McMurray's map is situated. We are looking west.
East.
No, we're looking east.
West, north, south. So yeah, sorry guys. My map and Todd's map are Wardrobe's map are a little different, and I apologize for that.
They're big boys out there. Got an espresso for Christmas, doing it up fancy style, Brian Jarvis says.
Yes, yeah, look at you being fancy.
Oh, wait a minute. Gun Barrel, aren't you from up north too?
Oh my gosh, we have more Canadians than American viewers right now?
Yeah. Well, it's because they're so interested, because no one ever talks about their history, and we are, because we care.
We do care.
All right. I'm just kidding about not caring, everybody. So we're trying to take this town, and this town. Both McMurray and I both have this town. McMurray also has this town here.
Putat.
He took it in the first turn, so he's a jerk. All right.
We got lucky.
All right, so we're moving around.
We both have to capture this hex as well, and this is really hard because the Canadians just keep feeding in additional troops.
Yeah, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to put another 2, 5, 12 in there, so the defense in there will be 15 shifted left. I mean, you're not going to do anything to that. So
yeah, because no matter what, it's never better than a 4. Even a 4 to 1. Oh no, we figured out that is not DG'd.
That's correct. 1. So it's a little quiet, everybody. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I think my Canuckians are also going to reinforce down here where I've got that assault coming over the bridge. Movement. Oh, I do not have enough movement to get into a friendly hex with this mortar. Damn. Yeah, I don't. That's no good. Well, you're close, buddy. I don't think you're close enough, but you're close, buddy. And then can out of supply units move?
I think it's half, yeah.
It's half?
Yep. Oh, wait, did I? No, I'm sorry. I did take this town. I did take Putot.
I believe the proper pronunciation, and I'm sure Brian can back me up on this, is Putat.
I did take Putat. Now, the likelihood of me taking it back is pretty unlikely because the DGs are going to come off after combat or before combat.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just going to keep them trapped in there. And I'll move this 256 maybe into here.
My Canadians had to abandon Bruy up here in order to get back into supply, but I think they're going to be able to. Well, it's just staving it off a turn, but it makes sense that they're falling back to get back into supply.
So tell me when you're done moving. I want to point something out when you're. Oh wait, do I have any Canadians I could move that are DG'd? Maybe I want to put somebody in there with them. I need better tweezers.
Yeah, I was trying to think about that, and I don't know what, because I don't know if, I mean, I'm sure you can't see it. Well, you can kind of see it, actually. That's surprising. My tweezers come together pretty ineffectively for normal tweezers.
Okay.
Right? See how they come together just at the point?
Yeah.
You would think that will make them better for picking up stacks.
Yeah.
It should just pick up the bottom. But it doesn't work. It won't get the bottom one. I don't.
Nope. Sometime just kind of have them stacked and kind of look at it from the side view, and it'll just confound you because I'm just like, how the heck?
Yeah. I think part of the issue is that the way the counters are punched, they're like tapered, right? Like this.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed when I'm picking up a stack that the bottom is, under strength, it picks up real easily, even when it's,
The problem about moving someone on top of a DG is you have to remember that DG's there to take it off during. All right, I'm done with movement. I'm ready to discuss what I've done here.
I just flung stuff everywhere. All right. Yeah, I'm ready to discuss as well.
All right. So the British are being the Canadians are being cheeky. And I moved this 5-3-12 down here in the woods. One, because that's as far as he could move. He's blocking now the supply for the Germans.
Yeah, I got my Canadians fenced in pretty good. That was part of the reason I wound up moving those Germans to kind of a defensive line right here.
Well, that actually I don't think I'm stopping their supply because they can go off to the east as well.
Wouldn't you be stopping it? Oh no, because that you would be stopping it in nope. You're right, because 24-4, that trail goes to 25 or 2304.
Yeah.
And then from 2304 up to 2403 and then along the river. So where you're at, you're not, yeah.
But so they could go that way.
Yeah, because you're ZOC doesn't extend across the river.
But these guys are getting supply from. All right, so maybe that's dumb. So maybe I won't do that. That was all feeling fun doing that.
I was about to say, because then it'll continue to go up through 2803, 4, and 5 down that main arterial or down that main road.
I want to do something with my armor units. They're just sitting there doing nothing.
Well, counterattack. Get up there and counterattack. Go down and counterattack that flak unit in Noria Basan. If you can get down to there, you can at least get relatively close to threatening them. Granted, that's the issue with those armored units is, they can get down there to threaten, but as my Panzer units found out, there's not enough defense there to prevent, you drop one barrage on it, and then all of a sudden you're in a real tight spot. Yes, Matt, we were talking tweez.
Okay. All right. And I just reinforced this hex here that was starting to get weak with a 146, and I put another 256 in that last town. I'm not going to worry about this DG town because I can't do anything to that town.
Again, my Canadians are pretty bottled up here in this perimeter that they've got for themselves. I tried getting this mortar unit right here out of here into contact, but since it's moving into woods, that's 2 movement, and it's an easy OC, so that's 4 movement. It's only got 6, so it can't even get into contact. That being said, I was thinking about moving this full-strength infantry company in with it, except for then that opens up too much stuff. So anyways, this is the town that still needs to be taken. There's 2 understrength DG companies underneath, and then 1 full-strength company on top of the stack that you can see here. There's a river that separates here, or else I'd be more worried about these 2.
Okay.
Actually, I haven't even looked at that. No, actually, this 4-3-12 that you can see right here is on the Canadian side of the river, but it's got stuff to do up here. Otherwise, that'd be a pretty strong place to attack from. The Germans might have to think about that, actually. But then the Canadians also reinforced this bridgehead right here, since the Germans are at half coming across the bridge anyways. Might as well make it something not even worth trying.
Okay, just real quick here. So Gunbarrel says he's from Canada.
Oh man, whereabouts in Canada, my man?
Southwestern Ontario.
Man, that's where Dave was saying he was from, or Brian was saying he was from, didn't he? Or no?
Eastern coast here, Nova Scotia.
Was it Dave Garvin saying he was from?
Yes.
Saying he was from Ontario also?
Yep.
Man, we are just like the Canadian show. I feel like I should go grab some
something.
Do you, McMurray? No, I don't, man. Unfortunately, Gunbarrel, I'm not nearly as tech savvy as these guys are. I'm on the Rockies War Room channel all the time, though, also.
Speaking of.
Yeah, there you go.
So, as I said yesterday, but I'll just say it. So, McMurray is on loan from Rocky's War Room channel to the Wardrobe Plays World War II channel.
Yeah.
He is the floating hostess with the mostess.
I've never been called that before. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Furthest east I've ever been is Montreal. I hear it's beautiful on the East Coast. Been to Calgary years ago. All right. This is definitely the Canadian show. Talking trees. I need to show him laughing. Dave is from here in Nova Scotia now. Oh, okay.
Oh, good gravy. We're starting to fight over where all the Canadians are from.
Blaze and I are still from Halifax. Oh, my goodness.
Isn't Halifax, Nova Scotia, real close to oh, look at that. Oh, go back. The night of June 8th. So that's right here. Yeah. The RRR is what all these Canadian, or most of these Canadian infantry units are from.
What?
That's super
crazy. Mark.
That's super cool.
So which one is it? The
Regina Rifle, RRR, all these like CRRR, ARRR.
Yeah, I am sorry, Mark. I think I have
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think your pops is
in effect C company. That's pretty cool though, Mark. I mean, do you have stuff on him, like some of his material? He was the outpost south of the Nori rail line the night of June 8th when the 12th SS attacked and overran the outpost. That is
your dad was right here, Mark. Because here's that Nori Ambassat rail line. These are the guys out of the 12th SS. Yeah. Your dad's right here. He said, screw that. But now he's sitting in Brettville up here saying, no, given the, I don't know. Do Canadians, do you guys do this to people or you just give people the finger like here in America?
All right, he's got more here. He said a German tank came within 3 feet of his team concealed earlier. He had some unbelievable stories, hence my special interest in the game. Don't lose B, Coy, Ray, Gino.
Oh, I have not yet lost B Company.
I have not either. I feel
C Company is ineffective. So is D Company, but
I don't know. Shoot, I don't even know where B Company is. Now I feel now, and I got to protect it.
I'm pretty sure B Company is one of the companies that's been giving me unending headaches here in Brettville, actually. So,
D. Oh man, I'm excited to find him.
Yeah, right.
Art, thanks for sharing that, man. That is awesome.
Beyond cool, man.
So I got BR is at half a company. So I'm going to protect him like crazy.
Well, there's A Company. Where the hell's B Company? There's the Mortar Company.
All right, so let's see. He said anyway.
There they are. That's awesome. That's super cool, man.
Halifax, the capital of Nova Scotia. Crazy A guys. Yeah, that's fantastic.
That's beyond cool. Yep, we got Queen Zone rifles in here.
We got Royal Winnipeg rifles too.
My sister's my sister-in-law's grandfather was part of the Royal Winnipeg Rifles. They are represented here, aren't they?
Well, hey, Mark, do you have any good titles for us to read about that, or any books or special histories written about them?
I was about to say I ordered a book after this live stream yesterday, so let's find another one.
Wait, did you buy it?
That Stopping Panzers? Yeah, I have a problem, Todd. I really like reading.
Well, I didn't buy it, but I'm kind of I got a little bit of a spending freeze here, but it's on my list, so. You're welcome, guys. Pressure's on. Well, if you know of any books, Mark, or any of the guys here about this, we're both interested in reading about it because we don't read about anybody but America. All right.
To a certain extent, you're not wrong.
That's a joke. Yeah. Okay. What's next? Let's get going here. So DG removal.
I don't know why I took the time to gently place that on top of the DG when all I need to, do is just.
Well, we're trying to learn a new habit. I did the same thing.
Remove DGs. Remove the DGs.
But I got to remember where I took that one off. Okay. And I got to protect them. Well, the B Company is no longer disorganized.
Man, so we got C Company Queen Zone rifles, 95th Battery of the 3rd Battalion of the 3rd Canadian Infantry Division's anti-tank rifle is in a book on. Oh, yes. That's outstanding.
Mark, you're the hero tonight. Awesome.
And then A Company Royal Regina Rifles. So
okay, so now it is time for Allied Barrage.
We're gonna do the same thing we've been doing here.
I agree.
God,
I rolled a 6, dude, on my plane.
Are you serious? You got Rodney again?
Yep.
Look at those beautiful clip counters on Wardrobe's board over here, guys. Holy smokes. I ordered a counter clipper yesterday, too, because I felt that's the issue, is that, I get on here and I'm seeing all this stuff, and I'm looking like a doofus over here. And people like Gun Barrel are looking at this going, McMurray guy doesn't have his shit together at all. But, all right, let's figure out where these are going. I've been stacking 2s, and it's been working out pretty well. But now I got this trouble over here.
I got to bombard these guys so I can protect B Company. I've played battles featuring my grandfather's battalion and company, but he's supply, so he didn't, see any action. But I've never had someone jump on where their dad was fighting in the battle that I was fighting in. So it is a first, and I am excited.
If we play Omaha Beach, my Pops old man will be on there at about 11 o'clock on the 6th.
Okay.
But, yeah, he got through the first, week in France, realized being an infantryman blew monkey nuts and pointed out to somebody or other that, hey, I'm a machinist by trade, and wound up getting told, well, congratulations, then you're an aircraft mechanic. And then he spent the rest of the war outside of Paris at an airfield.
Wow. Lucky him. Lucky him.
I don't know why he didn't start out by saying, hey, I'm a machinist. Like, nah, let's do the worst part of the European campaign by landing on Omaha Beach on June 6th. And then we'll decide, okay, now we'll do it. Like, come on now.
Yeah, but now I can say he landed on D-Day Beach. Look at the screen there, McMurray.
Yeah, Fort McMurray, Alberta. Yeah, that's what's up. That's super cool. Actually, yeah, fun story. The U.S. government paid in 1994 for him to go over for the 50th anniversary.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, so he was in Normandy on the 50th anniversary of D-Day. Also, fun fact, got angry because he couldn't find a place to park, and got back on a plane and flew back on June 6th because he got there on the 5th, couldn't find a place to park. It was too busy. Got on a plane, flew home. Like, okay. I realize it's not quite as exciting as the last time you were there, but come on, Grandpa. Like, he found the airfield that he was on, putzed around there for like an afternoon, just wandering around. And then, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Start bombarding here. Oh, I gotta think about my mortars here first. So I'll probably put him there. 1, 2. Oh, why didn't I move that guy? Can I do an oopsie? You know what?
Been doing oopsies all day, man.
All right, so
it's a big stack.
Oh, he's 5. That's interesting. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So he'll fire there.
We'll have our mortars come right on here. So let's do our air first. And a 5 is not good. Okay, so air didn't do anything. I got 2 mortars going onto there. So then 2 coming onto that stack, which is in L open. Oh, 1 hit. Not a step loss, just GG'd.
Okay.
Okay, and then right here, 2 coming in. I believe that's also in the open. Doesn't matter. They're both 3s, so they both hit. And to kill, or step loss. Oh, Schneike!
Step loss.
Yeah, I just rolled 2 step losses for my Canadian artillery on this big stack that is already hurting. So let's see what we got here. Oh, man. That's going to knock it off of a Panzer Grenadier company. And then a Panzer company. There you go.
Oh, I got to remember to shift for that town. I haven't been doing that very village.
And then 2 mortars coming in right here. Huh. 2 6s again. That's boxcars and then boxcars being rolled here.
Oh, just missed a kill because I'm in a town.
That's okay.
I DG'd.
Oh, yeah, those guys are DG'd as well as step lost.
Oh, yeah, I shouldn't. Okay, I should not fire those mortars into the towns because they don't do jack. So both those mortars would be there. Nope. Nope. Dang. Plane. 4. What is he in? He's just nothing. So I hit, but I just DG. And oh boy, now my guns have gone cold.
Mine were hot.
I'm still there. Okay, so DG'd. Doggone. Well, I got some DGs, but I'd rather see some step losses. And I got a couple mortars to fire still, so those 2 there. So 2 2 and a 6. See, again, my mortar killing. Yeah. Oh man. And another mortar in there. Come on, do another roll like that. Just the opposite. Boxcars. That should do something. I just took some pressure off B Company.
There you go.
Anything else? No, I'm done. Next, German Barrage.
Yeah, this is gonna be rough.
Again, I DG'd somebody so they can't spot for artillery. It's really pretty critical here. Oh, I did try DGing him, but I did forget to do that as a goal. And what mortars do we have? So I think I got 2 in there. So he'll mortar there. I guess everyone will mortar there.
Again, it blows my mind that infantry guns suck so much in this game. Like Barrage of 2. Come on now.
Here we go. Yellow. Oh, yellow's kill on 4, 5, and 6, right?
Infantry gun. Yes. Infantry gun.
There's a step down for the Canadians.
Over here. God, nothing hit. There you go. There it is. So I got mortar firing right into there. 3 is a hit. No step loss, but the RDG.
Yep. Nope. I think everything else is there. So.
There.
Failed.
Hit. No step loss, but they are DG'd. And then I've got 3. My big batteries are firing into the town.
Okay. I'm done with that.
No step losses. Again, no step losses with artillery in the town this turn, so the Germans are going to be hard pressed to do pretty much anything.
Yeah, I mean that's what's kind of crazy about this. You got to talk about that afterwards about stacking and not stacking. I don't know. I'm done with Barrage.
As am I.
Okay, so I did lose a couple steps. The Canadians lost a couple steps. The Canadians lost a step. The Germans lost 2 steps.
I was about to say my Germans lost 2 steps. No Canadian losses. 2 DGs for the Germans, 3 DGs for the Canadians.
And there's my line of DGs again.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's combat. Right.
My Canadians do not have much combat.
No, I don't know what I would attack, seriously, because
let's see.
Even though these guys are DG'd.
Again, I'm playing the real strict. I can't see things, but I've got an attack factor of 6 here. Defense of 4 there. I think I might be attacking here. Let's see if my armor is going to make a counterattack. They are. It's 11.
All right, so I'm not attacking anything.
13 on a counterattack. So unless this thing under here is big, that should be a 3-1. Oh, crap. That thing under there is a 5.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that wasn't what I was hoping for.
DG means disorganized, Matt. So when you only get DG'd when you are hit by artillery. And so what it does is it halves your defense, halves your attack, halves your movement.
Oh.
You have no zone of control, so people can move around you with no pressure. So,
crap.
Yeah. So that makes sense.
Well, so much for that.
Thanks, everyone. Tuning in. Oh, Rocky thought it was damn Germans. Well, maybe.
Well, that too. There's a lot of those here also. Well, all right. So that attack was repulsed, but.
Oh. You didn't lose anybody, though?
1 step.
You lost as an attacker or a defender?
Attacker.
You're rolling like me now.
Yeah, right?
Okay, exploitation. Nope. Supply for the Canadians.
My Canadians are back in supply, so they're
Guess
good.
what I did?
What's that? Did you cut somebody off?
The guy drove down there into the woods.
Wait. Oh, yeah, you did, didn't you? Because that trail ends right there at 30,
Yeah.
29.
Oh, yeah.
30, 0.
30 odd.
Yeah, it doesn't get quite to 31. That's rough. That sucks.
Whoopsie.
Oops. Sir?
Yeah, doggone it. Oh, well, I don't think it's going to matter. I'm good. Supply. Yeah, now they got these. Well, yeah, I'm good supply.
My Canadian Infantry Company up here is now good. A company, the Royal Winnipeg Rifles, is now back in supply.
Cool. All right, we're ready for German player turn.
Correctamundo, and the Dirty Krauts have reinforcements at 23 anywhere.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So
you've got 3 pioneer companies, one of which appears to be armored or mechanized. Probably 1 is armored and then 2 are mechanized, it looks like.
Yep. So they're 4, 5, 14. So the first number everybody is attack, 5 is defense, 14 is movement. And in this game, movement over 8 or 8 plus has some limitations because of all the bocage and rivers and stuff. So now, Murray and I can put them anywhere along here, any of them. We don't have to stack them. You don't have to do anything. And then they get to move in movement phase.
So at the end of movement, if they're overstacked, they're DG'd, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's not good for these Germans.
So that'd be 6 and 10. I mean, yeah, dude. I'm telling you what. This game's hard. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So you can get into there. We're just going to keep, I think we're going to have to abandon the whole trying to get over this bridge down here thing. I don't think that's going to work out. So we're just going to keep a strong presence down there and try and push everything else through.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he'll move there. Everybody, I've had no luck doing 2-to-1 attacks.
That's an understatement.
Okay. Okay. My reinforcements are placed in time for road march, which is none. Actually, I didn't think about that. Road march. I could road march these. Oh, wait. Can you road march in the? You can, right? Yeah.
Where?
I could road march on this trail and get them up here.
Can you road march in Bocage? Or what was it that you can't do in Bocage, even if it's, or that's overrun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And exploit.
Yeah.
Must be in a road or trail hex. All right. Do I want to move them way up there? You can't road march on rails in this one.
No, you cannot. While you're figuring that out, I'll be right back.
Okay. So everybody, road march is a rule they have in this particular game and some of the other standard combat series. Not all of them. It started with Bastogne, which McMurray and I just played, but allows you to move unlimited. There's a few restrictions, like this guy, you can't start stacked. You can't end stacked. You can't. So if this guy were moving road movement and he was going here, he has to stop at his guy. You have to stop once you enter someone's zone of control. And I actually need to check, can you even enter someone's zone of control? And zone of control, if you're not familiar with board games, is in most hex and counter war games, this unit controls all these hexes around here. And in this game, it costs you 2 extra to move into it. Some games cost you extra to move in and out. Some cost you just extra to move out. So there's a variety of things. And then Mark Simonich has a cool thing, but we won't get into that. So
was that unit 3 hexes outside of an enemy unit? Is that Road March in this game, or is that Road March in a different game?
No, that's something too.
Where the hell is Road March? What page is Road March on?
1.13.
Yes. Cannot begin within 3 hexes of any enemy unit.
Of any kind of status.
I don't know if that applies to where you were, but
yeah, it does. Okay, thanks.
No, I'm not trying to poo-poo on your parade here. Sorry,
you're poo-poo head.
I am. As long as everybody's having a good time, there's no reason to be a poopy pants. But I was just poopy pantsing. Hey.
Yeah, I saw you, John. I saw you over there at Ardwolf. Is he still going? I thought we probably wouldn't have very many viewers. Of course, we don't get very many viewers compared to Ardwolf. But anyway, I'm glad you came over. Thanks, man. It's number of counters. That's correct, Brian. In Bastogne, it's steps. So it changes. No sneaky Nazi moves, not allowed. That's correct.
Yeah.
Road movement.
Shabby Nazi tricks.
Are there no workhorses or P-47? Yeah, there are actually. We just used some. Well, actually, I don't know. We used Typhoons, I guess. Okay,
yeah,
we're ready for movement.
I just did my movement. I'm sorry. I did movement with reinforcement. I'm a bad person.
You're a bad person.
Bad mans. Well, except, see, here's the issue. At this point in time, I may as well abandon the idea of trying to cut these guys off. Because even if I cut them off this turn 12 would be their first one out of supply, and then they aren't going to surrender. So I'm going to move a little bit here, actually. I'm going to stack up and stack up and stack up, man.
And if you overstack at the end of movement, you go DG.
Correct.
Okay. I think I'm ready to do a combat now. I'm going to go ahead and start doing math over here.
Yeah, I'm ready for combat also.
3, 6, 7, 7 to 5. Seven to 5. Not doing it. Not doing it.
Well, do I think 26 is enough to try and take that town on its own?
So everybody, what we're doing now is having to, count our attack points, dividing them by half if we need to. And then look at the defenders. And we're kind of like, you have to declare your attack, and then you can look at the defender totals. So.
Oof. It's not 26. It's going to be 39 attacking. So do I think they've got 8 in here after being DG'd? You know what? Mom always said the only good kind of kill was overkill, so we're going to have to do that. And then I think these two are going to attack, or these guys are going to hit that mortar company. These two are going to hit this thing, that DG'd infantry company. All right, so we'll do the mortar company first. That's 6 factors on 1, I believe. Correct. That 1, however, is in the woods, which should give them a left shift. Yep, so it's 4-1. And a 9. Pretty sure that's a dead. Yep. D1R2. That being said, I got to leave a guy in that town because that's one of the ones I'm supposed to be holding, right? Or actually, D1R2. Yeah, but he's going to have to retreat into an easy OC, so he is toast. Sorry.
All right, so everybody, we got a 6-1 attack happening here, but there's no thing. High as it goes is 5-1. It's in the woods. 4-1.
Okay.
7. D1 R1. So that means this unit has to take a loss, and it has to take a loss from the biggest, the 2-step first.
4-1. Oh, boxcars on a 4-1. That's a goner. It's the 3rd time I've rolled boxcars tonight.
Oh shoot! Now I need to look this up. I have a DG unit that's retreating.
I don't know if that affects.
I think that disorganizes people.
Oh, yeah, if you disorganize into, or if you retreat and finish up in a stack with not DG'd folks, I believe that does, in fact. Oh, Toddy! Dang it!
What happened?
Nothing. I just realized that the Canadians have this tiny one stand here, or 1 hex here, 2 hexes, 2 hexes. Maybe I'll get ballsy down here in a minute, but in the meantime, here we go. We got, what I say, 39, yeah, 26 plus 13 against a DG'd stack that is 4 plus 2.5, 6, 5-1, but they're in a town, so it's 4-1. And a 7. Now is when I need those boxcars. D1, R1. But retreating would kill a...
Oh boy. I declared my attack already. Guess what? 1-1.
Well, I knocked out 2 steps off these Canadians, which means I just pulled the one that was Queen's Own Rifles, I think. Yeah, I'm a poofy pants. You're right, Matt.
1-1 attack. Hex is on here with it. Oh, Pete Bacchus is on.
Hey, Paul's here. Paul's here. Paul, I'm so sorry. Todd saw that you jumped on and then ended the broadcast yesterday.
That's what I did.
Entirely his doing. In all fairness, welcome back, Paul. I'm happy to see you're here.
Paul, he said last night, he goes, man, I wish Paul was on here. And then 30 minutes later, like, okay, everybody, we're done. Goodbye. Click. Paul comes on. Hey, everybody. Like, oh, boy.
Yeah. Paul, you caught it in that delay between, hey, Paul, between, us ending and then StreamYard catching up with the fact that we ended. Yeah. Hey, X to X. We're playing your game here, man.
It's like watching people eat pizza with chopsticks.
Maybe we'll try that one of these days. We'll get live and try and eat pizza with chopsticks. God, that'd be a butchery, wouldn't it? We look like eating bigger.
Or eating pizza with a can opener.
Yeah.
Breakthrough, bring out the Mark IV males. Yeah, sorry. Pre-Beckus is the man.
Yeah, Rocky says he is. We do need to have him on the ramble. Yes.
What's up, man?
Fun thing about Mark IVs, I ordered one of those off Old Glory because it's cheap enough, specifically for dicking around in World War II. Like, I don't know when I'll use it. Maybe I'll paint it up for my British Home Guard or something. I don't know. But that was something I've wanted to mess with for a while.
D1R2, I just took out the C Company, the 1st Hussars, 2nd Armored. They are done.
All right, so I got a factor 8 attacking a DG'd stack right here. What say you people? Oh, it's light bocage. We're not doing that on a left shift 1. No way. No way. 8 is not enough to do 8. The best I can get is probably a 2-to-1. Maybe a 3-to-1. Probably a 2-to-1. And we're not messing with that. We're not doing that. That's a terrible idea. What I should have done is I have this stupid infantry gun company down here that I should have pulled out of there, but that's okay.
Well, I don't know, man. I think I might go for this terrible attack because it's near the end of the game. The Germans have to make something happen. It's going to be.
Dude, it's Super Nintendo time, man.
Nope, I can't. It's going to be a minus. It's going to be a 1-to-2 attack.
Yeah, okay, maybe don't do that.
Boy, you do not want to do that kind of attack. Holy, especially the way I roll.
Yeah, terrible idea. You got to hit. Oh my God, you got to get boxcars to not take casualties as the attacker in a 1-to-2. It makes sense, but yeah.
Oh, so hex to hex. I don't want to take away from OCS. You get in there. You do that battle in TBL, man.
What is TBL?
The Blitzkrieg Legend. So it's France 40 at OCS scale. It's huge. P-Bacchus, I'm not going to attack. I have to roll a 12. No. I'm not listening to you. Don't tell me how to live my life, devil woman.
Yeah, okay. The Vickers Mark 6 or the medium light Mark 6, whichever one it is. Hell yeah. I used to take. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm done with combat. Are you done with combat? Combat?
Yes, I am.
Did you think? What are you laughing because what you thought I said?
No, I'm just because we were talking over each other.
Oh, I thought it sounded like I said something.
Yeah.
Okay, supply.
My Germans are okay in supply.
I'm now okay because I rid it out. That was a dumb move. Oh, poor Canadians. Canadians have a terrible commander. Well, so do the Germans. So really, I don't know. That's probably why my kill stack is so bad. Okay, that's it. It's time for the last turn of the game, everybody.
Yeah,
what are there?
My Canadians have been doing really good at knocking steps off stuff, but they haven't been super great at killing German counters, and that's part of the issue. Like probably half of my German counters on the table.
I'm gonna play it out, but I'm gonna declare this a Canadian win because they held their 1 down out of 3.
Yeah, exactly. There's no way I'm taking it, Matt. The ratios we're throwing out are the combat tables are determined by ratios of attack versus defense points. Man, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this so you can see it. There it is. So you've got 1-to-3, 1-to-2, 1-to-1, 2-to-1, all the way up to this. Actually, this only goes to 5-to-1. Stalingrad Pocket only goes to 5-to-1 as well. Bastogne goes up higher than that. What that is those are the ratios. Oh, geez, you guys can see me. Those are the ratios for attack to defense. And so then you roll 2d6, and as you can see over here, there's a stack, and then you have different results on that. So A1, D1, for instance, is attacker 1 step, defense 1 step. And then if you've got R's, that's the number of hexes the attacker or the defender has to retreat. Or the attacker, actually. There's a couple of them up here where the attacker retreats.
I've rolled a few of those.
Yeah, right. Exactly. All right, let me get this situated here. Back to proper like so you guys can see my.
So Kevin, let me see. Where do we go here? Okay, thanks for the question, Matt, for that thing. That's good. Nice VOS models. P-Bacchus says Rocky's War Room. I always say 1-to-2 odds with a -5 modifier is perfect for Nazis. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Can the Germans win this scenario, Kevin? I think they can.
Kevin, man, it'd be tough for them too. I'll tell you that much.
Yes, anything less than the Canadians win. Yes, so that means there's 3 towns. If they hold it, one of them, they win. I mean, it's possible. You're going to have to get just the right moves. I think McMurray had the right idea. He's surrounding the town, but we can cover that in just a minute. But kind of like some ideas about what we can do to win this. But I think it's possible. I mean, Like he took the town. He took a town on his first turn, and I took me 3 turns or 2.5 turns to take a town. So
that's true, but we're in the same boat now.
We're kind of in the same place now. That's interesting. So okay.
Okay. Trying to figure out how to get this thing arranged again. Hang on.
Hex to hex. That's right. Here we go. Last turn. Oh yeah, he's got a little camera malfunction here. So I'm going to go ahead and roll for my planes while he's messing around there. 1 plane. Wah wah. No Rodney. See everybody, you need to go watch Hex to Hex's channel. Jeff didn't mess around with his little baby scenarios like McMurray and I. We're just I'm not gonna speak for McMurray, but I'm just a little chicken baby. So I want to go with this little tiny scenario. There's 4 maps to this game, and Hex to Hex played with the Canadian beaches D1 to the end of the game, I think, right? All the way all 22 and 22 turns, and he played Canadian beaches, and so it's just all the Commonwealth stuff. So it's pretty cool.
Canadians get another machine gun company and an armored company.
They do, and where do they come in?
31.4, like all of them.
Man, okay.
Now the issue is I cannot put these anywhere without them DGing a stack.
Oh, really?
Really?
Well, you can move guys out of the stack, weak guys.
Yes, but then they're going to force another stack to become DG'd. Every one of my Canadian territories or hexes has 3 in it, I think. Well, I take that back. These 2 right here do not. Or this one right here does not. All right, let's see here.
Commonwealth beaches, yep. All right, so they're getting reinforcements, as he said. What'd you roll for your plane?
2, so 1 airstrike.
Yeah, boo. All right, everybody, we're now doing reinforcements. We got them, so they all come in here, and now we're doing movement. Well, road march, then movement. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could take them up here to attack that. I mean, like, oh, I got another, 420. Ooh.
Yeah, the Canadians get a big old artillery piece or big old artillery battery of some kind coming on. I still was not able to figure out exactly what that artillery we were trying to figure out yesterday night is. If anybody has any info at all on the 100th SS Artillery Battalion, which has got to be a heavy artillery battalion, even though, so that's the thing, it's still only a target value of 4, Todd. It's not like a 5 or anything. I don't know if they make ones that are 5s, but the range on it is 40 hexes, folks. So if you've got any information on that, that'd be pretty cool to see. Oh,
yeah, no. My Canadians are pretty weak. I was going to bring this 632 out of one. I might as well attack somebody with it, but it's like,
oh man, I was going to try and get this Canadian machine gun company that's coming on into the town, but it does not have enough movement because everywhere is German. Actually, this company does not have enough movement to get in there either. So we're going to have to send C Company of the Royal Winnipeg Rifles into the town at one step. Because everywhere is German zone of control. Oh, man. In fact, they're coming in a German zone of control because there's a bridge there. That's a bummer, isn't it?
Yes. That is, as you say, a bummer.
The ultimate downer there. Man, I'm shaking like a leaf on a tree, and I don't know why.
Coffee.
It's a distinct possibility. I mean, I always shake, but today's especially bad, it seems, right now. Probably because of the coffee.
Sorry, everybody. It's a quiet time here as we're all shuffling stuff around here.
I am moved.
Okay. DG removal. So now, Matt, all that DG comes off for everybody, both sides. And
Again, I just stacked stuff on top of DG markers. I should have pulled the DG markers off first.
I did it right this time. Yeah, I know. It's kind of embarrassing using these tweezers on camera because it usually making me, especially if you're shaking.
Yeah, I feel like Michael J. Fox right now.
Easy. He's an American treasure, but he does shake. So
he does shake. It's not a bad thing. Like I shake. I've shaken since I was a little kid. It's not a huge deal. It's just a pain in the ass.
Let's see. We got some things going on here while you're doing stuff. So I don't know. I don't remember what we were saying about 88s with a silencer. Yes. Hex to hex. When you played D-Day to end the game, did you have a big fight for Abédian? Hex to hex 100 SS Michael Whitman's unit. Is it not?
Yeah, the 100 SS Schwer Panzerabteilung 101 is. We're looking for the core level asset of the 101st SS Artillery Abteilung. So yes, the 101st SS Schwer Panzerabteilung is Michael Whitman's unit. You're right. And inside of that, there were 3 heavy tank companies, and then there was another company that was kind of random stuff. But what we're looking at is this counter right here, which you can't see.
Yeah.
Right here. Okay. And you can't read it. But what it is it's a yellow artillery. It's not mechanized, with 418, which isn't super surprising. The shocking thing is the range is a 40, which is insane.
So hey, Matt, good night. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, bye, buddy.
So as Brian says, 40 hexes at 700 meters per hex equals 28,000 meters, which is 28 kilometers or 16 miles.
Yes. And I found a German core level artillery piece that can fire that far, being a couple of different 27 or 21 centimeter 38 and 39 caliber or 38 and 39 model guns. But I don't know. So it could be that, but I'm not sure. Again, Rodney with its 16-inch guns, because Rodney is a Nelson class battleship. No, movement rate is 8, firing range is 40. The Nelson class battleships with their 15, 16-inch guns have a 36 for range. So I don't know, man.
Hex to Hex says, I don't remember about taking that town, but he remembers he won without taking Con. Mark is wanting to give us a gentle reminder to not lose B Company. Everyone, we learned that Mark's father served in B Company. We both have B Company on. Mine's reduced to half, but they're on.
Mine is also reduced to half, but it's doing pretty well.
Yeah, I'd say they're fine. I think they were kind of those big artillery units from Starship Troopers that fired rounds out their booty.
Bug artillery units.
Bug
Artillery units. They probably are. You're right.
DG is off. It's time for the Barrage.
And the Canadians now have pretty honking Barrage coming on.
You can only do 3 per. Yeah, we get this new guy that's got range of 20.
Yeah, he's off board. You got him off board, right?
Oh, is he supposed to remain off board?
Yeah. Oh, actually, that's turn. Oh, yeah, this is turn 12. Yes. Yeah, he's supposed to remain off board.
No, that's cool. Just what they needed, more artillery. So at that, I'm gonna really stack it. I'm gonna try to take this town back just for revenge.
I'm not. I'm gonna just keep smoking these Germans that are all around Brettville. And I'm just going to stack off-board artillery on top of the hexes that it's attacking, actually. I don't know why I haven't been doing that all game yet. That way I can see who's shooting where. And I don't tie up my dice.
He's going to get a mortar.
And these guys will get Doso mortars. All right, so everything that's going to be attacking Brettville is taking artillery fire now. So we'll roll up 2 mortars first on these guys. They are in woods, so that actually helps. It's 1 easier to kill, or to hit, so I only need 4s now. Or so I need 4s now instead of 3s. 1. Let's see if that takes off a step. No, it does not, but they are DG'd. All right, 1 big 4-stat, or 2 4 batteries up here. 2 hits. 1 step loss.
Okay, so 3.
And the units that are in there, I get to choose who takes it. We're going to take it on this Pioneer Company, as opposed to losing another step off of my Colossal Panzer companies.
That's all needed. So everybody, if they DG, they can't spot for their own artillery, so you can prevent the German.
Oh, Schneike, that might become a thing.
Yep.
Because I just spread that all out. Let's see. All right, air. Let's see if it'll hit it. This could be way better now. Oh no, my air power just missed. All right, so I'm going to be able to spot for artillery because air just biffed it real bad. This 4 right here, also a miss. That's weird. So that 79th Med just missed. That's a bummer. And this big 4 stack on here, or these 2 big 4 artilleries right there. Wow. Did I just whiff on those 2 as well? I did. That being said, I need to pull this DG out of here. Stop shaking.
I just reduced a unit out of the town I want to retake and DG'd them.
Well, that started out looking really good for the Canadians.
Oh, I just did another DG and reduce. It's my little guns that are doing all the damage this turn. Again, I mean, not this turn, all the time. But again, DGing, because if you're DG'd, you cannot spot for artillery, which is really helpful.
Yeah, my first round of shooting for the Canadians was pretty outstanding. My mortars DG'd these guys. Then I DG'd and took a step loss up over here on the west side. But then on the east end, man, I had that new big fancy pants 79 MED long-range artillery. They biffed it. My air missed. And then the other 2, which are the 14th and 13th field. Oh, man, those are mechanized too. Well, whatever. Those 2 artillery battalions did nothing on these guys either.
Dang, man. Mortars.
My Canadians have been making a U.S. and Vietnam style ring of steel around this town.
Ooh, another step loss. There's a lot of steps lost that turn. I did kind of screw up though, but damn, 3-5. Oh man, I'm gonna lose my weaker defense guy. No, you know what? I'm not gonna, since they're wanting to get me there. So boom, man. Okay, then next is German barrage. So I'm done barraging. So everyone, I'll explain what happened for me. I think I lost 3 steps that barrage turn.
Oh, you did German barrage too?
No, I just did Allied barrage.
Oh, okay.
So I lost step, and a step, I think. And then you can see all the DG. So unfortunately, I left this guy here. Did I fire all these guys? No, I didn't. I know I didn't fire him. So he's a 2. No, wait, that was Allied barrage. I'm sorry. So I kind of screwed up. Unless this is, please tell me this is a, no, shoot. I kind of screwed up because I needed to, this guy can call in artillery here so he can weaken that step in my attack. I'm going to go ahead and do the, are you still barraging? No, Allied?
No, my Allied barrage done. Again, I had a whopping 4 big barrages and airstrikes on this little crescent here that did absolutely nothing, completely missed. My mortars DG'd some guys in the woods over here, some Germans, and then 2 of those batteries DG'd this stack and took a step off of that big Pioneer company that just came in. One of the things about playing these has really showed me how and why all that attrition happened on, German Panzer and Panzer Grenadier formations, because they're the guys you're throwing into combat constantly. They're taking all the losses. I'm understanding, I understood that was a thing, but now I'm seeing exactly why, as opposed to, all these leg infantry companies. They're in the same division. They're in the same regiment. They're taking part in the same battles, but they're not the ones attacking, and they're not taking the casualties. It's weird. Never really thought about it like that. All right, I got to go for all the gusto. I'm putting all 3 German heavy artillery right into the town.
Yep. Okay, so these guys are only going to be able to DG, and I can do it twice.
And only 1 hit. 5, 6, and a 1. You got to be doing it. There you go. There's the business. And a 1. Not even a step loss. Boop. The Germans thought they were going to be giving them the business. Nope, not quite so much.
Okay, here we go. So,
got 2 mortars firing on here. 1 hit. No step loss.
DG, nope, and no. Yes, D2. So 2 GGs and a step loss, but it's all on one thing. So,
and we will have 2 mortars and an infantry gun section fire on this stack. Yes.
All right. So everybody, I DG'd this town, and I DG'd this
1 mortar hit.
Here. I'm just trying to get some attacks in. The Germans cannot win this game because they can't even get to the last town. So.
I was about to say, I don't think my Germans are going to win. It'd take them some ridiculous rolling to do that.
Are you next to the last town?
I'm surrounding the last town. I've been surrounding the last town for several turns now.
I'm a unit away from it. So
I'm still right here. It's the same town I was surrounding at the end of our broadcast yesterday. Like I said, the Canadians just keep feeding guys into there. For them, it's a waiting game. They're just waiting for more reinforcements so they can overpower this sector.
Right. Still doing German barrage?
Nope.
Let me put some comments on here.
DG.
Oh, you got that one.
Yep.
Dutch are about to surrender in the Blitzkrieg Legend.
Yeah, that'll happen.
It happens.
Hell yeah, Kevin.
So,
sorry.
Kevin, I think what McMurray and I are thinking we'll do is probably do Villers Bocage.
I was about to say, we're from Missouri. We got to pronounce it properly.
Villers Bocage.
Villers Bocage.
It's down here on the bottom of the map here. So we'll just have to move some stuff around and do that. So that'll probably be the next one. We haven't talked about when we'll do it because I think work schedules are going to conflict here a little bit. But if anything, we might do them separate. But we're definitely going to do this again for other stuff. This is nice because it's small. We figured these 2 scenarios are the only ones we're going to be able to do that on this game.
Yeah,
because it's too.
This game gets pretty big pretty fast.
And we could do it. We just won't. We'll kind of be in different parts of the board, which I think may not be such a bad thing. The artillery regiment had 3 battalions, a light battalion with 3 batteries, a heavy battalion with 2 batteries, and an armored battalion.
Yep.
The armored battalion consisted of 2 Wesp and 1 Hummel. Self-prepared, the KSTN applied was 432. Oh, my word. I don't know what you're talking about. 1944 SS Panzer Division. And finally, John, was that the standard configuration of an SS Panzer? Okay, they're doing a little talking there. Cool. All right. Nope.
We're good. No, that's a phone call that I'm going to have to take later.
Oh, you need to take it now?
No.
Okay.
It's just with the new iPhone, you can't decline something. You can just answer it. So you got to let it run out.
Oh, which one do you have?
I don't know. The one that just says slide to answer, not slide to ignore.
Oh, that's weird.
There's not a red button and a green button. It's only a slide to answer. But anyway,
you can push one of your side buttons. I think that does it.
Probably, but I'm not that technologically inclined.
Well, and you don't want to hit it and answer it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so everybody, we have Barrage. It's time for a Canadian combat.
And what do you know?
Attack.
My Canadians are hanging tight.
My Canadians are going to try to take this town back.
Get after it, man. Do it.
That's 15. That's 16. Oh, I didn't fire that.
Yeah, after the catastrophic attack my Canadians just tried to pull off last turn at a 1-1, they decided that was a poor decision.
17, 18, 19, 20. So 21 against 2.5, 4.5, so 5. So it's 4-1. Four to 1, shifting to 3-1. Oh my gosh, man. They're rolling. A1, D1. Strongest defender, so the 9-5-14 goes down to 5-4-14. Man, come on.
That's another difference while you're doing this between this game and Bastogne. Here, when you take a step loss, your attack is pretty much halved. It's rounded up, but it's pretty much halved. In Bastogne, these nine attack Panzer units dropped to 7. So they were like 9-4 something. They turned into 7-3 in Bastogne. So it's just another interesting little perk of the game. Little differences.
Yeah. Oh, shoot, that's the only attack I'm doing. I reduced them. I don't know. I was all excited about taking the town, but I didn't realize they were all full strength units in there. So
yeah, right. Again, that's what happened with these guys a minute ago. They had a turn ago, they had the little market garden realization that, oh shit, these guys have tanks. That's not good.
Okay. It's time for exploitation. Nothing. Supply. I'm good. And are you good with that? Ready for German last turn?
Yep.
German. Here we go. Reinforcements. Oh.
None.
Road march. Nothing. Movement.
I don't think I'm moving anything, to be honest with you. Oh, actually, I am. I'm going to move this stupid infantry gun out of there because that thing's pointless.
Man. I couldn't.
It's okay.
I've got one German that could attack the town, but they're all DG'd, and they would be attacking against 9, shifted to the left.
Can you shift left of 1 to 3?
Well, it'd be 1 to 3.
In which case, you'd be hoping for damn near boxcars just to do a casualty on the Canadians. I'm not saying it's a terrible idea, but it might not be the best idea.
Well, I mean, looking under who's under this DG, and I don't know, maybe I can move a 9 in there or something.
You can always move your DG units out and move un-DG units in.
There aren't very many of those.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Oh, man, these guys have to sit in Putant. Well, no, they're not. We are going to move our mortars into Putant.
Okay, I got to keep track of what I'm doing here. So I'm going to get really quiet here, everybody. I got to boom.
Chicka-boom.
Hey, Hex, what kind of Hex Tex? You still on there? What kind of tweezer are you using? Because both of our guys, I use these generals that a lot of people use, and I've loved them, but they all this is really stressing me on this game because they do not pick up.
This is what the cheer battle scenario on Stalingrad Pocket is like. You've just got big old hexes or big old stacks next to big old stacks next to big old stacks. Because there the stacking limit is like 7 steps or something, or 6 steps. So you get some big stacks that, yeah, do not like to be moved. All right. I think I'm done with German movement. I'm just rearranging units a little bit, trying to get stuff stacked up to attack.
It's one little 146, man, blocking me out.
Tell me about it, man. Those Canadian infantry companies are hard to bump off. Drop from 256 to 156 or 146 is not something to sneeze at.
This is going to take some crazy calculations here.
Yeah, man. What's that that gif of John C. Reilly when he's dressed up like a scientist and he just looked confused? Yeah. Yes.
Hey, Hex to Hex, Jeff, where'd you find that odds chart thing?
Oh, don't cheat, Todd. Come on now.
I'm good with the math, but starting to, man, I'm just moving stuff around kind of willy-nilly here, but I'm hoping I'm going to remember what I got here.
I believe in you.
I'm replacing smaller DG units with bigger DG units.
This is quite a similar scenario to that Operation Longevity in Bastogne, and I really like that scenario too.
Longvilly?
Oh, I thought it was Operation Longevity, but yes, the one with Longvilly and Neff, Bizery and Neff, or Margaret Bizery and Neff. I was actually reading the official U.S. history of, or some official U.S. Army history of the Siege of Bastogne that was published in 1946. And it was wild to, after playing Bastogne so much, to be reading that history and actually recognize, oh, Assinois, I know where that's at.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Okay, you guys are defending Noville. I got you. Okay, no, these guys are, now they're talking about attacking and holding Neff. Again, Bizery, Margaret, Longvilly. And it was just one of those, wow, this is kind of sweet. Like, oh, you know, they were worried about a major buildup in Warden. Okay, I know where Warden is. Like, no, this is cool.
Okay, I'm ready.
Same.
Okay,
let's do this.
I'm going to just do my first attack against. I'm going to do my first attack against my last victory town. Yeah, 17 to 9. That is 2 to 1, but it's going to be a 1 to 1. So I need to roll a 10 or higher. Come on, everybody, cheer for me. I have not rolled, but I don't think I've rolled a 10 or higher the whole game, honestly. Here I'm doing the dice here. Come on, man. 10 or higher. 8. A1, D1. Dog. So everybody, if I had rolled a 10 or higher, the Germans would have won the game. So, oh, actually, 10 or higher would have got rid of, nope, they wouldn't have. I would have had to roll a 12 to win it. So, but it shows you it's possible. Which is kind of cool. Dang it. All right, let's do this attack here. This crazy stack of attacks I made here. This is ridiculous. I'm moving the tweezers out. I'm just grabbing them with my fingers, and I'm knocking them over with my fingers, so it doesn't matter what I use.
All right, so I got 32 attack value here. I think I'm going to attack with just that so that I can try and take and cut off these guys by taking this hex right here. I don't know what's defending in this hex, though, and that's the terrifying thing. But I got a 32 here. And defending inside this hex is 4, 4, 4. Crap. That's 6. So to get a 5-1. Oh, no, that's okay. Yeah, because it's 12 divided in half because they're DG. So that's 6 to 32, which is a 5-1. Minus, or shifted over 1 is a 4-1 attack. Seven. I don't think that's enough to do it. 7 is D1 R1. See, this is it. There you go. The Canadians are holding on with one half of a company, man. It's a DG'd half company. That is a company of the Royal Regina Rifles that has been in Bretteville pretty much the whole game. And they're hanging on. They're still there. They just did it. The Germans just lost. Let's see if I can take this hex behind them, though. Maybe. I doubt it, but maybe I can beat it.
Last German attack. It's 4-1.
12, 15.
Yep.
419.
All right. This tells me Germans can win because I needed to roll. Well, I needed to roll 12 to win, which is pretty high. I get it, but I'm taking some stuff here, so it's possible. Wow. Game over, man.
Another 4-1 attack to take this hex back here. And a 2. Shit. Or a 3. So that's an attack 1. Damn.
That's not good.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. The Canadians have won. The Canadians have won.
Good job, Canadians.
Good job, Canadians. Hang on. I can look up what that was from. Brian, thank you. So, yes, turns out you can get worse than 2-1 or 1-3.
What?
Well, there we go, Canada. Mr. K, your grandfather and his unit have done sterling service.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. Too bad they didn't apply the other direction.
Bastogne, the first 8 days by SLA Marshall. By Colonel SLA Marshall, assisted by Captain John Westover, Lieutenant Joseph Weber. Originally copyrighted by the Infantry Journal.
You mean the right side, Brian?
Which is, again, Washington, D.C. and the Infantry Journal Press, 1946. It's available on the Army's website, actually, history.army.mil. Books, World War II, Bastogne. So that's pretty cool.
So I'm not seeing that, Brian, that attack over. I'm not seeing that there's on an attack that's over on the left, over the right-hand side. You said left, maybe that's what you meant. But anyway, that's an interesting rule. I did not know that. So I don't usually make attack. I can't even make 2-1 attacks, let alone 1-3. Brian says, "Woo!"
Yep. All of our
Canadian saved your dad. Your dad's okay. So
maple syrup and poutine for everyone. Okay, here we go. Interested in reading up on the RRR?
yes, I am.
I just tried drinking out of my closed water bottle. Yes, I am quite interested.
Sure. If you have it, let us know. Nope. If it means if they were 1-3 but suffered a left shift, they become non-rollable. Oh, wow. Okay. I won't be doing those attacks.
Also known as somebody looks at that commander and goes, nope. Sorry, sir. Yeah. Okay, sir.
I don't know. He's not going to be able to link it in the comments, Jeff. So what you could do, Mark, after this goes live, I don't know when that'll be. But when it goes live, you'll be able to post a link in the comments when it's posted. I don't think you can post a live when it's a live thing. I've tried before, but we definitely want to know what it is. Or you can just type out the title here and we'll find it.
That's right. And real beer. Yeah. All the Labatt Blue anybody can drink.
Okay, so how about some post-game analysis? And we finished it 10 minutes faster than we did yesterday, so good job.
Yes. Honestly, I think my idea of trying to cut the Canadians off was a good idea. Doing it along the baseline might have been silly because that was what I was originally going for, was cutting them off on or on column 31.
Yep.
Doing it in 30, like I was trying to do this last turn, was probably a better idea. But I didn't drive on that particularly quickly. I was kind of trying to do a bigger envelopment, doing the German thing with the Panzer troops in France and trying to do a bigger envelopment. And that didn't work. So there we are. Very narrowly, the Canadians did hold out. And this next Canadian turn, they would have just kept feeding troops in there, which, again, they just need to hang out. Look to your front. Look to your front. Regina Rifles, a regiment at war. To your front, Regina Rifles. Again, this is going to be another fun race to see who can find the cheapest copy of it and grab it. Oh, my God. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. By Gordon Brown. It's $177 on Amazon.
Go for it.
God, yeah. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate you.
I'll let you have that one.
Well, here's one on Abe Books. Let's see here. There you go. There's $45. It's better than 170.
Yeah, it's way better.
A signed first edition. That's going to be expensive. Yeah, that's $80.
All right, everybody. I think I agree with McMurray. Maybe a little bit of going around here. I am really curious about the problem is you got rivers here, so that halves your attacks.
Yeah.
And just maybe separating, thinning out how they're attacking, but you kind of have to stack up because your front's so narrow. So there's a debate because I was like, man, maybe I should spread out because you're going to get DG'd. You are going to get DG'd. And if you can spread out your attack, then you're better off. So I almost wonder if I should like spread out the attack, go after this town after all, so I can come along this side, this west side. West side?
Yeah, I think that was my problem, was that I took Poutant on the first turn, and then I just kind of ignored the west side of the map. I have a German infantry company holding up a Canadian infantry company here, but I just kind of ignored that. And I focused a lot on the east side here, which was pointless because they didn't do anything. So I got up to this river and realized, shit, what am I going to do now? If all these units on the east side had been on the west side with just enough units on the east to hold the Canadians in, I think I could have, I don't know that I would have won, but I think I could have done given a better accounting of myself.
I really do think it's possible for the Germans to win. Again, you were pretty close. I was one roll away. Granted, I had to roll a 12.
I'll be right back.
No, I had a couple rolls. If I could have whittled down this Norian Besson quicker and Poutat. But then, then you need to swing guys around to kind of slow down this reinforcement train that happens here. Where they just keep feeding 2.56s into that. Brettville. So thanks for the title of the book, Mark. And Mark, thanks a lot for sharing that. It made it a fun addition to the game. And it's a pretty cool story. Artie Barrage, big role in the whole Day of Days package? Yeah, I think so. Because you can get up to 3 dice, so up to 18 aircraft, which hit on a 4 or less, maybe a 5 or less, 4 or less. And there isn't much, I don't think, with air interdiction as far as being in the open and driving your trucks and stuff and roads like in Normandy 44 where that takes account, but there's probably other things that take into account. McMurray does not have a channel, so he just comes on my channel and Rocky's War Room to get his airtime.
Correct.
And we're glad for that, so I don't want to compete with him because he might destroy me.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, that was awesome. So yeah, Hex to Hex can answer that actually. Yeah, he does answer that. He says, yes, Brian, and for the allies. So yeah, Barrage is already a big thing here. Wow, everybody, thanks for coming on. Lots of good combo. Lots of Canadians here supporting their brothers.
Yeah, supporting their boys.
So that's awesome. What do you think about this compared to? Hold on. I'm going to actually record this so I can put it on my post thing. So hold on, everybody.
Are we not recording anyhow?
No, I'm going to record on my phone for my after action thing.
Oh, okay.
And actually, I'm going to make your screen big. And real quick, so you said you would go around the.
So yeah, if I were doing this again, what I wound up doing was I took Putot right here. I can't. Why is this? See, I got that light and it works good, but now it's bleaching out the. I don't know. Anyways, my whole situation's screwed up. But anyways, here I can do this, and then you can kind of see it a little bit better. So I took Putot right here, like the first turn. And then I kind of ignored this entire western area. If you look closely, you can see I've got a German company right here keeping a Canadian company that was bottled up in Bruay the entire time. They just are sitting there staring at each other. But then it took me a minute to get Noria-Bessin or Noria-Bessin, whatever it is, but I did capture it. And then I just had a bunch of forces over to the east here, kind of deployed along this bridge, just holding the Germans back, or holding the Canadians back, like, don't come over here. And then they wrapped around this side to try and take – I was going to try and get across this bridge, but it's pointless. You aren't going to get across the river. You're not going to attack across the bridge. It's a terrible idea. You're attacking at half. You need all your artillery to be pounding these couple, town hexes, so you can't have artillery to spare here. Had all of these. There were probably almost a battalion and a half of Panzer Grenadiers, honestly, down here most of the game that I just recently fed in up here. Had they either come up here and tried to sever this way or driven down from the west going east, that probably would have done a whole lot. I tried driving east to west or west to east here on the north end of the board to sever the entire Canadian, pocket that I created here. But that was way too much to try and bite off. Just surrounding this town probably would have been a better idea, because if you're beating up units in here, then those little infantry units aren't going to be able to move through 2 zones of control to get into Bretteville.
Yep.
Right? Because they're going to be getting beat up here as well. And then you can also really concentrate. You only have 3 artillery points and then minor stuff. So then you can really concentrate on those 2. Again, because I think I took Noria-Bessin, not the first turn, not the second turn, but I had it surrounded and it was out of supply and it was DG'd, and it took like a turn or 2 of attacking and then it was gone.
Yep.
And so again, instead of then moving those forces east, I would have swung them around to the west. But,
So what did you think about this compared to Bastogne?
I liked Bastogne because it was pretty simple, to be honest with you. Like, it was plenty complicated and, sorry, Hex to Hex. I'm sorry to Kev from Big Board Gaming if you're watching it. It was plenty complex. I know that it's a simplified combat system, but I enjoyed it. And this has a little bit more complexity into it. That's not a bad thing. I like it. I really enjoyed this. The fact that everything is bocage kills me.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. This is fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit more of a slog than Bastogne, because there's less. It's not as mobile.
Yeah,
and just all the combat ratios. I mean, you're never attacking 5-1 ever.
No, yeah, because there's always, even bocage gives you a left shift. So,
and we're not even in heavy bocage yet.
That's 2 shifts left, isn't it?
Yes.
Or what is it? Yeah, left shift 2 in heavy bocage, which is going to come into play in Villiers bocage.
Yeah, well, that'll be interesting. So yeah, I think I might have already said this. If I did, sorry, I'll cut it out. But Yeah, I agree. I need to get around a little bit and kind of mess with their reinforcements line somehow.
One thing,
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. So yeah, it encourages me that the Germans can win it. So, and I only mean in game terms, everybody. So calm down.
yeah, we should point that out again. None of us want the Germans to win, but at the same time, Todd and I both lose all the time playing attacker, so it'd be cool that's why we're excited.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. Yeah, it's fun. The cool thing is it's simple. We know how to play it, right? I'm not thinking about the rules. Like OCS, there's just dude, just to up the ante there because you're managing different systems, meaning I can say inventory, but supply.
You're not worrying. I mean, here you have to worry about being in supply. There you have to worry about your supply situation, like the whole do I have enough? Yeah,
getting it to everybody and doing all that. So,
yeah.
Hey everybody. So gosh, how awesome! Another good set of views tonight. I appreciate it. McMurray, thanks a lot for jumping on and playing.
Yeah, are you going to look at your casualty pile?
Oh, no, I don't want to do that.
Oh,
but sure.
I just had an interesting observation about mine.
Oh man, I wasn't even showing my screen the whole time I was doing that. That's classy editing right there. Go ahead. Let me get back on you here real quick, and then you can show it.
It's all good. It's pretty simple. It's just the Germans still only have these two companies that were completely destroyed, and the Canadian pile is huge. Like I said, I have most of my German companies that are out here are down a step, but it's interesting watching the Canadian artillery advantage really make it so that, I mean, granted, the Canadians aren't attacking in this game, like, at all, right? That's not the point. But it's funny it's interesting to see them just continuously knock the Germans on their back foot to the point where the Germans can only attack and they'll knock off 2 or 3 steps a turn, maybe. Again, it was interesting to see where one side's artillery, the Canadians don't have any offensive capability other than artillery, which makes killing things really hard because, again, you're knocking one step off and you got to do that 3 times on a stack before you actually kill a counter. In fact, these 2 Germans died, or these 2 German companies were killed back here because they tried to race around the back to start with way too preemptively. And then I think it's turn 10, the Canadians get armor coming on, and that armor counterattacked because then these guys were out of supply and DG'd because they hit them with artillery and then attacked them. But it was just interesting to see that, attacking kills counters. Defending really doesn't, because when you're defending, you can make sure that, or when you're attacking, you can make sure that the, odds are stacked in your favor. Defending, you kind of just got to take what you can get. But the Canadians can also offset that fairly well, depending on the turn. This last turn, it didn't work out too well for them with their artillery, but yeah, I was trying to think of why it was like that.
All right, well, let's see what happened here then. Let's look at the old wardrobe pile.
Yeah. Oh, wow, look at you.
I don't know what to say about that. I mean, it's like the step losses are insane.
That's cool, though, because you've got the same sort of, like, your losses are far more even than mine. And yet we both wound up with the same end result that the Canadians still held on.
Right. Oh, yeah. So if you could take a picture of your dead pile and your final board there, and I'll put it in the report.
Absolutely.
I'll put it in my official reports in triplicate.
Good. Make sure you get a copy of that to Mark.
That's right. DG. That's right. You started DG. It ends DG. We're DG. Everybody, I think we're DG'd. We're disorganized. We're ready to quit calling it a night. So thank you all for jumping on. All your comments. Awesome. All you Canadians. Mark gets the MVP, sharing about his dad serving during this battle. Like, where was he? He said he was like right here.
Right here. Yeah. Yep. South of the railway at Nory-Abasan. Yep.
Crazy. We had a guy on our channel whose dad was right here when some German tanks went within 3 feet of him.
Yep. Sheesh. What happens when you're attacking at night? It would be really, really quiet.
So
Yeah.
anyway, thanks everybody. It was fun. We will do this again. Bravo Zulu guys, thank you, and good stuff from Hex to Hex. Hex to Hex, get to that TBL. Give us look forward to that report.
Yeah.
We'll do this again. We're going to do Villers Bacage next, probably, since we got the board set up. We'll work schedule to probably interrupt some live plays, but you'll hear from us. If not with this one, then another one. So thanks all. Thanks, McMurray, and we'll talk to you all sometime. Yep. We'll see you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.